Hello and welcome to At Home with Lucas. So today we're going to be talking about JBL Vibe 100 true wireless earbuds. Yes, people, these things boast that they have deep bass, and they actually won the Red Dot Design Award for 2021. Yes, people, mind blown. These things do not have a lid. What? Yeah, that is insane. We're going to find out so much more about these earbuds in this review. So in this review, we're going to be doing a hands-on with the box, quick unboxing and first impressions on said earbuds. After that, I'm going to be putting these things to the At Home with Lucas test to figure out, are they something you should buy or maybe skip altogether? Now, we won't know any of this until the very end of the video, so definitely stick around. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. Hey, Editor Lucas here. So the audio completely cut out for the entire hands-on. There's just a solid beep going through the entire file. Not sure exactly what happened, but I'm pretty sure that the cable going to my microphone was off a little bit, causing a catastrophic failure. So I'm going to be doing a voiceover over this footage and hoping that I get it correct.
All right, let's take a look at this bad boy right quick. So at the top left, you have JBL by Harman. You've got an image of what's to come in the box. No lid. No lid. Very interesting. Ooh, is that a Red Dot winner of 2021? Wow, that is absolutely amazing. Big props. Of course, there's Bluetooth in there. Vibe 100. True wireless stereo. True wireless. Ooh, deep bass. Wow, that is exactly what you want. Okay, let's take a look at the battery. 20 hours, 5 hours in the earbuds. 15 hours in the lidless case. Take a look at the side over here. More of what's to come in the box. Of course, this has dual connect, so you can connect your left by itself or your right by itself. And when you do so, you change the button pressing. Ooh, is that 8mm drivers? Holy bejesus, people. I was not expecting that in these budget-friendly earbuds. That is absolutely amazing. Wow. Big thumbs up for that. I think the last pair I reviewed were 5.8. JBL was sticking with a 5.8 for quite some time. Deep bass, zero cables. That is my religion right there. All right. It doesn't say anything about fast charging. No. Okay. Dare to listen. You know we do, people. You know we do. All right. Let's crack this bad boy open and take a look inside. All right, you got the standard JBL solid orange USB-C cable right chair. Absolutely love this thing. So nice that they have their own color and they stick to it. All right, let's see what else we got. We got the ear tips. So you got the large and the small, and the mediums are on the earbuds themselves right now. I typically run with the earbuds that come with the JBL headphones, or I should say earbuds. All right, so it looks like we got our quick start guide right at chair. Very nice. Definitely want to read through all that so you know all the button pressing, all the ins and outs. Let's take a look at the case itself and the earbuds, I guess. Ooh, push aside to take out. Wow. Okay, good thing they told us that, because I would have just pulled straight up and that would have caused some problems. So push aside and then pull straight out. Wow. Very, very interesting. Oh, that just falls right off of there. All right, here is the case, people. The creme de la creme with no lid. Wow. All right, so the material is very, very premium. This is a super, super dense, solid case. Absolutely amazing. So it's slightly textured, but it's very, very soft touch. It's really, really nice. JBL logo is etched in the front like always, looking super shiny and cool. The bottom has the writing on it, of course, because there is no lid to tuck the writing into. And yeah, this is a lidless case. It's got the USB-C in the back. Got your USB-C port right chair in the back. The bottom is nice and flat so it can sit upright. And then there are the earbuds, just front and center. There they are. You got a little pull tab right there to activate everything. We'll see what happens when I pull on it in a second. It's kind of funny. Yeah, so I'm probably talking about the lid not being on there, and talking about how the bottom is super flat and it looks like you can set it on a desk and then just pull out the earbuds. Here we go. I was not expecting the earbuds to come flying out. This was quite funny right here. I was actually expecting that to just pull off and they start to charge, but not the case. So JBL literally says, we're going to take the earbuds out for you. So here we go, looking at the lid, at the case with no lid. And yeah, so I didn't even get to pull it aside and then slide it out. I didn't get to do any of that. It just, they popped out. So here we go. We're talking about the material right here. So it's similar to the case. It's not the best fit and finish. It's not a 5-star looking pair of earbuds, but nonetheless, it is made out of some really solid material. That actually is kind of nice. And they're a little bit smaller than I would have thought in dimension, but they're thick. They're very thick. And this right here is the 8mm. And there we have the pins and then the microphone down there, and then that actually is an indicator light. Very, very lightweight, really nice feeling in the hand. The color is good. It's not a capacitive touch, it's a physical touch, and you kind of have to push quite hard. So right here I'm thinking, oh no, it's going to start pushing into my ear, which we won't find out until later on. Okay, let's take a look at the driver port right there. That is a massive driver port. It is absolutely amazing. And then of course the silicone, JBL puts the standard silicone on all their earbuds. So it doesn't matter if you buy a cheap pair or expensive pair, you're gonna get some really good silicone that's gonna feel very premium in the ear. And they always do it right. They never mess up their silicone, and it kind of tapers off towards the end to be like paper thin. Absolutely amazing. They always snap on super easy too. Yeah, one thing to take note of is how big the driver port is compared to the rest of the earbuds. These are beefy cannons. Like, it's absolutely amazing. All right, let's get these bad boys slapped into this lidless case. Here we go. We got our left. We're just going to drop it into the left side and just see how well the magnets pull it closed. Here we go. Boom. Oh, that was very nice. And there's that indicator light. That is very premium. Oh, that one did not go in well. All right, let's try that one more time. Oh, very nice. Good magnets. They pull them in. Here we go. We're going to slide up. I'm trying to pull it out the wrong way. And here we go. Aside and pull out. There it is. It works. Aside and then pull out. Very nice. And the thing that I'm noticing right here is that this is very similar to how you pull earbuds out of your ears. So they're making it a very simple, very intuitive way of getting your earbuds out. So gone will be the day of you not being able to pinch and pull. Now you just slide aside and pull out. Very nice. Yeah. The thing I always talk about, if you're out running or you're at the gym and you're sweating and someone comes to talk to you, you pull your earbuds out, you put them in the case, and then they're nice and sweaty, so you try to get them back out and they slip and slide and they don't come out. These will, because you just slide them aside and then pull out. So there's no way they're going to get stuck in there, even if they're covered in sweat and whatnot. So that is really cool. And then of course the design just looks awesome. Like, your earbuds are front and center right there at the top. Yeah, really cool. Okay, so here I'm continuing to talk about how nice they slap into the case. Very simple. And then of course I'm going to say something like, all right, let's get these bad boys a reviewing, and hopefully I never have audio issues again with my hands on.
Hey guys, I want to take a quick minute to talk about the sponsor for this channel, Don Pablo Coffee. Don Pablo Coffee makes an amazing variety of coffee, from bourbon-infused coffee to whole bean to fresh ground coffee. You can find a perfect cup of coffee from them each day, every day. I absolutely love their coffee. Their bourbon-infused coffee. It is a cup of coffee that is unlike anything on the planet. Buy some of their bourbon-infused coffee today. Give it as a gift. Drink it as your daily driver. It is absolutely amazing. Also, this company is eco-friendly. They're for the planet. They are not putting a hurt on the rainforest. They're not putting a hurt on this planet. So when you drink a cup of Don Pablo coffee, you're getting a guilt-free cup of coffee. Woo! That is absolutely amazing. Everything nowadays has a little bit of guilt tied to it, but this cup of coffee is going to be amazing. It's going to taste so fresh. It's going to be perfect. They're a small batch coffee roaster, which means they don't roast giant amounts of coffee in giant contraptions. They roast them in a smaller roasting contraption, which means you're going to get a fresher bean, people. Fresher beans are the way to go. All right, click the links down below, buy some of their coffee today, and let's all enjoy an amazing cup. Okay, just got these paired up to my Windows PC back there. The pairing process was super simple. They feel really comfortable in the ear. I feel like I can talk and smile and move around, and they don't feel like they're too big. They don't feel like they're bulging out of my ears, and they actually feel extremely lightweight, just like I felt when I was holding them in my hand. That beach body back there, the 645, turned on, and the bass quality out of these things was insane. I was completely blown away. So they're saying bass quality, and I'm already hearing it the second I put these things in, and heard just a little bit of bass heavy music at the beginning of that 645. So this is going to be a total body tempo, which means I'm going to be doing a lot of different movements. I'm going to be jumping around and all kinds of crazy stuff. So I'm really going to put these to the test. I'm hoping that they lock in, and then of course I'm hoping we don't have any connectivity issues. I don't want them to be glitching out or anything like that. Wow, was that a good workout? Absolutely amazing. Broke a decent amount of a sweat. The earbuds, let's talk about the pros. They locked into place and did not move at all, but they were completely coming out of sync with my computer back there. I've only had that happen a couple times on that computer, and I know it's not the computer that's doing it because I've had some headphones that worked perfectly, earbuds that work perfectly, so I know it's not the Bluetooth on that computer back there. It is definitely in these earbuds themselves, but nonetheless they locked in. They were very comfortable. I didn't get annoyed with them at all, and they are super lightweight. But yeah, they were completely coming out of sync and glitching, and then they would just reconnect real quick. So it wasn't impossible. I'm gonna give it a 1 star out of 5 for connectivity, but I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 star for comfort and gym workout. So you could definitely take these to the gym and do a good workout as long as you're connected to a device that you know is trusted. I'm sure that a smartphone is going to be fine when you connect this, but when you're connecting to a computer that's, you know, anywhere from 8 to 10 feet from you at any time, it may glitch. We'll know more when we connect it to my Samsung 4K TV for the movie test coming up. Woo!
Okay, just experienced something really interesting. I went to pull out the right ear to put it in my ear, and I had these backwards. So when I pulled it out of the pocket, I had it like this, and it looks the same either way. So it's really interesting how I pulled out the left ear to put it in my right, and I went, oh, that's the wrong ear. So with a normal case, you have the lid that shows you the front, and you get used to that front part, and you open it the same way because the lid only opens one way. So with these, you're going to have to get used to the feel. So you're going to have to feel the JBL on the front and the charge port on the back. Of course, you're going to look down at it, but that is very interesting. I never really look at an earbud case very closely. I kind of pull it out of the pocket, flip the lid, pull the earbud out, and away I go. With this, you're going to have to pay attention a little bit more. Of course, you're going to get used to the feel of the front and know that this is the right ear and that is the left. But yeah, that's funny. If it's dark and you're putting these in, you may be pulling out the left ear to put it in your right and getting very annoyed.
Suited up and ready to go for an ice cold run. It's probably about 25 degrees out there. I don't know what the wind chill is going to be, even colder than that. Totally layered up, of course. Earbuds are locked in. They feel super snug, just as they did yesterday. They're looking a little bit bigger today, if I'm not being too critical. They're definitely sticking out a lot more than I would typically like. So there you go. You can kind of see just how they're sticking out from my my head. You can see them popping over the beard a little bit. But yeah, nonetheless, they're completely locked in. I have no worries about them falling out. They do not feel like they're going to move at all.
the entire run, but it's going to be very cold. I'm going to be a little bit sweaty, so who knows what is going to happen. Of course, running is jumping in motion, so they may start to wiggle and wobble, but hopefully they don't. And of course, we want to be immersed in the run and be kind of locked out from the world around us. So that is the goal. Let's get into it. Dodging direct headwinds of icy cold wind, so freezing, but these headphones performed absolutely amazing. So happy with them. They completely locked into place the entire time. They handled a little bit of sweat. They definitely handled that ice cold weather out there. Phenomenal bass quality, still absolutely amazing. Truly powerful bass quality, and somehow I managed to fully break a sweat in that icy cool weather. But yeah, the sound quality is truly amazing. These 8mm drivers are packing a serious punch, and for the price, they shouldn't be. It's unreal. Yeah, definitely a little bit big. So when I had my hood going up and then it blew off once, I felt it like kind of pulling on the earbuds. So take that into consideration. But they definitely passed the run test with flying colors. Very happy with them. Woo! Okay, just got these things paired up to my Samsung 4K TV back there. I'm hoping to get an immersed movie mode experience. I want to feel like I'm sitting at the movie theater. I want that bass quality to hit me hard. I want all the vocals to be completely crisp and clear, and I really want to feel like I am at the movie theater. Of course, they're locked in. They feel absolutely amazing, super comfortable, but I will be putting these to the long-term test, so we'll see how comfortable they are after I wear them for over an hour. That'll really be very interesting to find out. Okay, these things definitely passed the movie test. The sound quality was absolutely amazing. The bass quality, the highs, the mids, the lows, everything was exactly as I wanted it to be. It did glitch out like once or twice, but it was like half a second and then it was fine. So I don't know exactly what was going on there, and I was sitting on my couch, which was only like 8 feet away, 10 feet away, so I don't know why it would glitch. I came into my kitchen with no glitching, went to the bathroom once, no glitching, so I'm not sure exactly what was happening, but I was definitely paying very close attention to the lip sync after I heard the first glitch, because I was like, are the lips off a little bit? But nonetheless, I was definitely immersed. I'm not going to give it a 5-star for theater mode. I'm going to give it a 4.5-star rating. Okay, so here we go with the noise canceling microphone test. So this is going to give us a good understanding of how, when you're making a phone call and you're in a loud location and you have a jackhammer behind you, you're on an airport, subway, whatnot, loud city, this is going to give us a good understanding. Do these microphones actually cancel out the noise around you so you only hear vocals? So I'm going to be turning on my shot back over here, and I'm going to start talking to camera, and we're going to see, do you actually hear my voice? Now, if you hear my voice and it's kind of muffled and quiet, we're going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. If you can hear my voice the same as it is now, we're going to give it 5 out of 5 stars. So let's go ahead and flip this bad boy on and get into it. Okay, so this is actually the loudest thing that I own in my entire house. This thing is twice as loud as most shop vacs out there. It is a true beast. I don't know why it's this loud. If you own one of these, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These things are crazy loud. But if you can hear my voice clearly, we're going to make it a 5-star. If you can hear my voice medium, we're going to give it a 3.5. If you can't hear my voice at all you hear is the shop vac, and these fail the noise canceling test, and they're not good to make phone calls be loud, low voicing. Okay, just got these things paired up to my iPod right here. This thing is loaded up with high-res audio files, so I'm just going to be doing some straight-up music listening. This will give us a good understanding of how well these things perform on an iOS device. I'm also going to be testing these on my iPad and my iPhone just to make sure the bass quality is consistent throughout all of the different devices, because sometimes JBL headphones don't do so well with
iOS devices. Wow, these things are extremely loud, people. I had to turn my iPod down so much. Holy bejesus. I had the volume at probably a quarter, and I've never had to do that before, ever. So these things pack such a punch. I am not even joking. These 8mm drivers are so incredibly loud. It's like you have so much room in your ear. The only thing I had was more connectivity issues. Very, very strange. I'm not sure what's going on. I had this thing in my pocket. I had it on my kitchen counter. It didn't matter where I put it. It still glitched. It was very, very strange, but definitely passed the iPod test. Massive bass quality. Deep bass is real, people. Woo! Absolutely blown away. Okay, these are not noise canceling earbuds by any means, but we're going to be turning on that shot back right there, and I'm going to try to listen to my podcast at medium level. This will give us a good understanding of if you're mowing the grass, if you're doing anything with loud equipment, or of course vacuuming of any kind, or you're in a loud subway, airplane, airport, whatnot. This will give us a good understanding if these earbuds are going to work for those environments and allow you to listen to your music or your podcast without cranking the volume all the way up to max. Okay, definitely passed the noise canceling test. Even though these things aren't active noise canceling earbuds, they definitely passed the test. You're going to be able to listen to your podcast, to your music, whatnot, while you're around loud equipment, loud subway, whatnot. So definitely pass the test. Not the best out there. They do plug your ears, and that's basically where you're getting all the noise canceling from. Plus, the 8mm drivers are so beefy that they really pump in the audio, so you don't have to crank it up too high. So in a pinch, these are going to work.
Alright, so I've been using these bad boys for long enough that I think I have a full comprehensive review, and let's start off with the fact that there is no lid. So I thought this was going to become super annoying. I thought this was going to become a super pocket lint magnet, but what I found was really interesting. You actually start to care about how clean your earbud case is, and I've never really cared too much about my cases in the past, but with these, you kind of look in there, you kind of pull stuff out, you're kind of blowing out, constantly was blowing in and out of this case and pulling out little bits that I would find, and it really became something that was kind of fun. I was like, oh, I'm gonna keep this case really clean. If you ever did get this the pins gunked up, you can just see that they're gunked up and clean them out with a Q-tip and rubbing alcohol. Super easy, and then they fall in really nice. So it's actually like they've removed an entire step of having to flip open a case and then pull out the earbud. They're basically just saying, just pull your earbud out and get on with it. So the more I use these without a lid, the more I'm like, I get it. I really understand it. I love how this just sort of melts over the edge. And I love how tight the seam is right here. The fit and finish on this case is 5 out of 5 stars for sure. It definitely has that like premium plastic feel to it. It's super dense. Just everything about it is like really cool. And I totally understand this like design award that they won, because now the earbuds are front and center. Like, you're not looking at the top of a lid, you're looking at the earbuds, and the only earbuds I ever experienced like that actually won a Red Dot award in the past, and that's the Nexagos right here. And the only reason I pull these out is they're very similar in design. These also have the earbud exposed. These have a lid though, but you're seeing 90% of the actual earbud exposed through the top of the case. So the lid is just a little bit exposed, not quite the same as JBL, but similar in design, where you can see what you're going to grab and put in your ear before you actually get into it. So, all right, let's continue talking about the case. So battery life in the case was exactly as advertised. I was very happy with that. The case actually did charge up pretty quickly, so don't worry about it taking forever. I tell everyone, plug your earbuds in at night, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, full charge, and just keep doing that every day or two, and you'll be good to go. Unless you have a heavy use day, then you're going to want to make sure that you don't skip a night of charging. But yeah, the case feels like it could literally take a hit, keep on going. You could probably drive over this with a Toyota Prius and not have any problems. It's so extremely dense and strong, absolutely amazing. And of course, if you did drop them this way, they're going to hit on the actual earbud and not pop out. So you'd really have to drop it in some weird way to have them pop out. So I'm actually really impressed with the design, and I can see the more I use these, the more I'm like, yeah, I see how they won an award. Really, really love the fact that this is a very flat bottom. This thing is completely designed to sit on its own, and that's how it wants to sit. And I like how the JBL logos are finally being put to use. So if you look down on these, you're going to know immediately those are JBL earbuds and nothing else. So design is something that it doesn't start off by being like, oh wow, but it grows on you. Also, this case is decently big. It's not super small. I'm just gonna pull up another case right here. This is clamshell style, so it's a little bit different, but I just want to give you a size comparison. So these are not small. This is not a small case. It's not a big case. I'll pull out a big case over here so you can, well, I guess this one, yeah, you can see. So it is smaller than this case in a lot of ways, but it's still not a tiny case. Now, let's pull out the earbuds and talk about these 8mm drivers. Holy bejesus, people. These things pack a serious punch. I was completely blown away, but the main problem I had was this portion right here is just a little bit too thick. So when you get it in your ear and you start talking or smiling or doing, you know, normal stuff, it starts to push out of your ear a little bit because it's just, at least my ear, because it's a little bit too thick right here, and the shaft is not long enough. So I feel like if the shaft was a little bit longer and a little bit thinner, it would fit my ear completely snug. But nonetheless, they work perfect for running. They worked perfect for working out, gym mode, all that stuff. Phenomenal. They do stick out of my ear quite far. So they stick out literally like just past this little line, they start to stick out of the ear. So they're going to look a little bit dorky and a little bit big. I'm not going to lie. They're not as long as some other earbuds out there. So if I compare these to the JBL 115, these are smaller. These are definitely smaller than the 115. So if you're comparing these to those, definitely smaller. And also, real quick, the bass quality on these is way better than the 115. So if you're looking at these over the 115 for bass, buy these. Vibe has the bass, people. Battery life in these, 5 hours for sure, if not a little bit more. I was absolutely blown away. Never worried about charging them at all. Perfect. The button pressing is, wow, it's terrible. I think you should probably buy these and just literally start going through and just working in this button, because I think that the button is so stiff right off the bat. Like, it is extremely stiff, and once you do figure it out, it works fine. But yeah, I would go through and just click it a whole bunch of times, just break them in real fast, because what'll happen is it'll start to push on this part of your ear, and then it'll dig into your ear canal a little bit. It wasn't bad. I was never like, oh no, I don't want to use the play pause, but it was definitely enough to where you're like, yeah, I wish this was capacitive. But of course, if you're wearing gloves, you're going to be able to push this in, whereas a capacitive earbud, you might not be able to do that. So if you wear gloves a lot, this will probably be a little bit better. I definitely like the sort of like metallic look of the earbud and case. That definitely looks really clean, really nice, and kind of stealth. So the look is great. The microphones on these things, phenomenal. Call quality, very crisp, very clear, and everything about them just works great. So if you're looking for a great pair of inexpensive earbuds, these are going to be the ones to buy. You're going to get the amazing 8mm drivers, pumping bass quality, crystal clear audio, and you're going to be able to have this really cool case. But the downfall is this thing is a little bit glitchy. My experience says these earbuds are glitch magnets. So buyer beware, you may end up having a few glitch problems. I never had a single glitch with my Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, so that's a big thumbs up. During the run, perfect, no problem. So sometimes earbuds don't like to play nice with other Bluetooth devices other than the current smartphones. So the current iPhone, the current Samsung, these are more designed for them. And if you try to put them with an older iPhone, an older iPad, you put it with your iPod, your Windows computer, you might end up having a little bit of problems. So definitely buyer beware, cross your fingers that you don't have any problems. Let's talk about the case once more. I'm sorry, I forgot. One thing I found, which I talked about earlier, was if you just pull these out of your pocket real quick, you may start to put the wrong earbud in the wrong ear. So there is a feeling when you pull them out that's wrong when it's backwards. So you're gonna feel it, like right there. That doesn't feel right. You're gonna notice that the charging port's on the back, so you're gonna feel that. So there's two feelings of this isn't pulling out right. So go feel the JBL, and it pulls out. It does this swoosh, so it kind of does a U when you pull it out, and that's the correct feeling. So it's something that's different. Typically you use the lid to kind of judge the front and the back, but with this one you're going to have to feel the JBL and then get used to the feeling of it swooshing out that way. The magnets in here are phenomenal. The LED indicator light, I really liked it a lot. I've come to understand the indicator lights, and I get it. They're not going to put 3 on forever. I think everyone's going to slowly go down to 1 indicator light with different colors, and that's fine because if it saves battery, that's cool. I get it. It makes the front a little bit cleaner. There's no indicator lights that have to be on the front. So I understand that. Yeah, so in my testing, I had these paired up with my iPod, my iPad, and my iPhone, and I never had any volume issues. I never had any bass quality issues. The bass that comes out of these, phenomenal, absolutely amazing, all across the board from Android to iOS. You're not gonna have any problems. Plus Windows PC, massive bass. So I'm crossing my fingers that everyone that comments says these have amazing bass, but then again, to each their own. You know, you may have a higher tolerance for bass, and you may want that pumping bass quality that I just don't understand. But in my experience, these have the bass, people. The 8mm drivers in here really pack a solid punch. So I'm gonna rate these as budget earbuds. I'm gonna say that these are budget earbuds, and I'm gonna say that these are actually a little bit better than the 115 in terms of bass quality and in terms of sound quality. But overall, I'm going to say these aren't as good because of the connectivity issues I had and just a few things along the way. But because it doesn't have a lid on the case, it's definitely a novelty. It's something a little bit different. It's something that's breaking the mold and maybe going to change the way earbuds are designed and the way cases are designed. So this is cool. This is the beginning of something that could be really interesting for earbuds. But nonetheless, I'm going to give these a solid 4.4 star rating. I'm going to say that these are phenomenal earbuds in so many different ways. But for me personally, I can't give it the stamp of approval of a 5-star, but solid star rating. Highly recommended to everyone out there. If you know what you're buying, you're going to like these earbuds a lot, and you're going to be happy that you chose these over some of the other guys out there. Yeah, highly recommended, everyone. Bye.
Boom, there you go. That's the JBL Vibe. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely clickety-clack that like button. If you want to join the Adam Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos, and it's because you guys, I surpassed 3K on my way to 4K, but I need your help. Yes, you right there. Tell your friends, tell your family, this guy's on YouTube. They should go subscribe and watch my channel. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.